Hi, we are the Experimentale Raumfahrt-Interessengemeinschaft, a student initiative located at the TU Braunschweig in Germany. We design and build our own sounding rockets, including structure, electronics and engines, stratospheric balloons, which we utilize to send scientific payloads to around 30 kilometers, and already participated 3 times in the Rexus program, a program enabling students to launch their own microgravity experiment. Newer projects comprise iLoop, a technology demonstrator for endless 3D printing on a CubeSat, and finally ORTHOS, our self-developed Mars rover platform in order to participate at the European Rover Challenge. The development of ORTHOS began in 2018 and is currently continued by around 10 students from different courses of study. In the meantime, ORTHOS grew to a quite elaborate Mars rover demonstrator, including a rocker boogie suspension, a robotic arm, and a complex scientific payload. With ORTHOS, our initiative already took part in the European Rover Challenge 2 times, in 2022 and 2023. ORTHOS can be fully remote controlled using a ground station or a laptop. We have one main operator, but more operators, for example for the robotic arm or the scientific payload, can be added using a switch. The connection to ORTHOS is implemented using the Rocket M2 Wi-Fi access point. This way, all data from the rover is accessible and can be distributed to all operators. For safety reasons, an emergency power button is installed on top of the rover. This button cuts the entire system from power. A well-visible, color-coded halo at all times indicates the current state of the rover. For traversing the Mars yard during the European Rover Challenge, ORTHOS is equipped with a rocker boogie suspension, including self-built and well-tested wheels and tires. For testing, we already did several trips to nearby forests in order to find landscapes similar to the Mars yard, including craters, valleys and slopes. For traversing the Mars yard, we developed a navigation system including live mapping and obstacle detection.
Mars exploration is all about science, especially searching for traces of life. ORTHOS is searching for life on Mars yard by analyzing soil samples. With its drill, the rover can fetch up samples from deeper surface layer in regions of interest. The brought up material or further samples from the surface can be picked up with a robotic arm equipped with a shovel and effector. The samples are fed to our science payload, a biochemical analysis unit that aims to detect adenosine triphosphate or ATP in the samples. As every known life form on Earth is based on ATP, it is assumed that if ATP is detected on Mars, there is a high probability that this indicates traces of life. The analysis unit can separate a small amount of the sample which is filled into a sample cube. The sample is treated with different chemical agents that break up potential cells and set ATP free, as well as react with the ATP and emit photons in the bioluminescence reaction. It is the same principle how fireflies generate their glowing. The emitted photons can be detected with a very sensitive photometer based on an avalanche photodiode that can count single photons. The payload can be controlled remotely by a graphical user interface. Up to 6 samples can be analyzed, including a reference and a blank sample.
In order to tackle the maintenance task, we have constructed a 6-axis serial robotic manipulator that can be firmly attached to the front right of our chassis. It is made out of robust and light carbon fiber tubes connected by aluminium parts. Our end-effector is easily interchangeable depending on its use case. Either we use soft TPU grippers that allow for precise interaction with our environment, or our PLA shovels that can pick up a good amount of probing material. After a bit of trial and error, we have decided that we would use the powerful BOIK algorithm to solve our inverse kinematic problems, an algorithm based on reinforced learning and particle swarm optimization. It can easily provide intuitive motions to reach goal positions or poses. Our motion planner works especially well used together with the depth cloud generated by our stereo camera.
With this setup, we want to compete in the European Rover Challenge 2024. With the development of ORTHOS and the participation in the European Rover Challenge, we want to achieve both. Enabling students at our university to gain practical knowledge in robotics and engineering, but also we aim to contribute to the international research and development in the fields of robotic and rover technology, and also meet up and connect to other like-minded student teams, which in the last years became already friends of us.